Welcome. BP311's Weekday Sports Picks. It's the Mega Wednesday show, November 16th, 2022. Rough week. Let's get the recap over with, shall we? So, all in all, last week, 4-10. It was a rough week. Bankroll took a hit. It's been a rough go. But, I'm on late here tonight. Don't expect a lot of interaction, and that's fine. I want to get these plays out here and now. I want to go live. I don't want to do the overnight upload. Like somebody I know likes to say, while they're sleeping, we're grinding. We're trying to get that money. So that's what I'm doing. Let's get the recap over with so I can get you the plays. Last Wednesday, gave you the Mavs -7. They lose outright to the Magic 94-87. Celtics gave you 11.5 there. We were laying it against the Pistons. They covered 128-112. They get the win. Bucks -6.5 against the Thunder. 136-132. Bucks win by 4. They don't cover the number of 6.5. NHL Canes at Panthers over 6.5 goals. It was 3-0 Florida, and the Canes didn't show up that night, so no over. Loss. Ducks value play +145 against the Wild on the money line. No, Wild get the job done for a change, 4-1. Minnesota, a loss there. Thursday night, we get into the football slate for the NFL. Falcons lose. Had them -2. They lost by 10, 25-15 to Carolina. That was a field play. Another field play. Titans -2.5. We get the win there 17-10 over the Broncos. And then the Cowboys -5. Dallas shit the bed. 31-28, losing to the Packers, which shouldn't ever happen, but that's okay. We go into the system picks. Seahawks +2.5, no-go. Bucks get it done in Munich, 21-16. Jaguars +9.5. Razor thin margin, guys. 27-17 Chiefs. They lose by exactly 10 points, and you lose there. So what are you going to do? Browns +3.5 at the Dolphins. No-go there. 39-17. Miami came to play. We do get a couple wins here at the end. Afternoon slate, Cardinals +3. They went outright 27-17 against the Rams. And then Sunday Night Football, Chargers +7. 22-16 49ers. They do cover that spread. So we go 2 and 3 system plays. Overall, in the NFL, we go 3 and 5. NBA, we go 1 and 2. NHL, we go 0 and 2. 1 and 4 Wednesday, 0 and 1 Thursday. 3 and 4 on Sunday. 4 and 10 altogether. All right, now that that's out of the way, it's time to rebound. It's time to bounce back. Time to make some money. All right, let's get the bankroll right again. As you know, I've done the system. I've went through all the plays, all the games. I got my numbers rolling. Before we get to the NFL, though, I want to give you some plays for Wednesday. One play in the NHL, and it's also going to be posted on BP311's Hockey Picks, so it'll be calculated on both concurrent running tallies over here. We've got a 64, 72-1 for season 2. The system is 11-6 overall. So keep that in mind, guys. I mean, I know it was 2 and 3 last week. That's not good. But 11-6 overall, still pretty good ROI there. So I expect the system to bounce back. The last time we had 2 system plays that basically matched the field plays 2 weeks ago, we went 5-0. I'm not going to say we're going to go 5-0. But we do have 5 system plays, and 2 of them match the field plays, and they're getting triple, quadruple, 9 times down on them kind of deal. 11 units, actually, altogether in different forms. But we'll get into that later. Plays for Wednesday. Blues, puck line -1.5, +160 at DraftKings. They play the Chicago Blackhawks in the Windy City. The Blues are the better team here. It's really no question. The Blackhawks are just bad. And I picked on them the other day. Canes got it done in regulation and the three-way money line, no push. On the Monday pick, if you want more plays, I give out more plays throughout the week on the NHL, on BP311's Hockey Picks, YouTube, on BP311's Facebook page, as well as my TikTok. Now, NBA Wednesday, I like the Oklahoma City Thunder here. +175 on the money line. You can grab it at Caesars or DraftKings. They play the Wizards in Washington on NBC Sports DC. Late game. The Thunder almost won the other night. And, it may have been a surprise to most of you. And I had an SGA parlay. It was all SGA props. I lost it by a single rebound, a rebound away from the promised land. But what are you going to do? Sometimes that's just the way she goes. But the Thunder, it's, you know what time it is. You know what day it is. The Thunder almost beat the Celtics. It was 126-122. Boston came back to win at the end. But, look, they're playing the Wizards. SGA's been on fire lately. I'm definitely going to throw his props into a parlay. Maybe not the rebounds, but the rest of it. I like his threes, his points, his assists. Loving Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, my favorite pet player in the NBA this season, who's actually playing, not doing load management. Hasn't gotten hurt yet, and he's rocking and rolling. So, loving the Thunder as a value play, plus 175 against the Wizards on Wednesday night. As far as the NHL, we did talk about that. The Blues puck line minus 1.5 plus 160 over at DraftKings. Games on 7:30 at TNT. And I forgot to give you the golf idea. We got the RSM Classic, and I'm going to go back to our friend Justin Rose at 45 times your money, plus 4,500 over at PointsBet for him to win. Not a lot of name players here in this one. Early PGA. I like Justin Rose in this spot. I think he's got an opportunity here. You're looking at a lot of guys, best line. I mean, whatever you want to call that. Highest favorites 18-1. You got some 30s, a lot of 30s, a lot of 35s, 40s, and 45s. He's in the 45 range. Justin Rose, there's the golf idea. Blues puck line is the play in the NHL. Thunder money line is the play in the NBA. And I don't have a tab or a banner yet made out for the NCAA basketball, but I will get on that for next week if I remember. I got two plays for you, though, in the NCAA. I'm going to ride with my team, Michigan Wolverines, minus 9.5 at Pittsburgh, 6:30 ESPNU. Look, Michigan, I know that they didn't look as dominant as we had hoped, and they didn't cover the spread against Eastern, 88-83 win in their last game. But Pitt, I mean, Pitt lost 81-56 to West Virginia in their last game. So I think Michigan can come out and cover the spread and win by 10 here. So other game I'm liking is a little bit of a value, not by much, but Gonzaga is a dog here. They lost to Michigan State by a point. Michigan State's a pretty good team. We know that. I have to say that even though I'm a Michigan fan. It's honest. It's honest truth. As far as basketball, they're a good team. Football, they're trash. Texas hasn't beat anybody. UTEP and Houston Christian, I'm not impressed by any of that. Gonzaga's an underdog. I like plus 105 money line with Gonzaga here. You can grab that at DraftKings or PointsBet. So let's go with the Bulldogs on that one. And then I've got one. I'm going to bring back NCAA football. So I know that I have been doing just the ideas the last few weeks since NCAA football has put a damper on my bankroll. I've been really limiting the units and limiting the plays for the last several weeks. And the plays haven't been picked. They haven't been official. I haven't told you that this is an official pick against or towards the record. I just gave you my ideas on what I was taking at a lower unit cap. I'm going to take one official pick this week with my favorite pet team this season. That's TCU. I'm going to take them to cover 2.5 at Baylor, Fox Noon, Saturday with the Horned Frogs. Okay? Official pick this time, guys. Last week, you did have TCU to cover, and they straight out beat Texas. And then we had Rutgers plus 10, and they lost to Michigan State, but they did cover the number. So both of our ideas hit last week, which is what prompted me to give you an official play this week in the NCAA. So, main event, NFL football. And actually, I'm running through this stuff pretty quick this time, 9 minutes, 20 seconds. So we're probably going to stretch this one out. There's 14 games this weekend. There was 14 games last weekend. We're still getting through some of the buys. Some of the teams taking a little bit of time, and that's all fine. So let's start with the field plays because they're going to mirror, to some degree, a couple of the system picks. So with the field plays, before I looked at anything, went over all these numbers and did all the stuff that I do and make my own numbers, there was two I really liked. Two select dogs that are +3, +3.5. Dogs by about a field goal who I like to win outright. And I dropped the money line wager on the Titans at plus 105. And I dropped the money line wager on the Jets. I got them at plus 175, and those are field plays. So here's what happened. I did it twice. Doesn't usually happen. May have been too many beers deep, so I think sometimes maybe you should limit the amount of beers you drink before you start wagering, or pick up your sportsbook app, or go to that casino and drop 100 on blackjack. It's a word of the wise. Anyway, I'm still confident. I'm so confident in these plays. I'm not even upset. I laid a 3-unit money line on the Titans plus 105. Then I went ahead and laid 3 more units the next day, forgetting that I looked at the card before. I laid the same 2 plays, same 2 underdog money lines with the same 2 teams, reviewing the card twice before I did the numbers tonight. I love both plays. I got 6 units on each money line. Titans over the Packers on Thursday Night Football, and the Jets over the Patriots on Sunday at 1 o'clock CBS. Of course, Thursday Night Football is on Amazon Prime. Not many people are thrilled or excited about that. Quite frankly, not too many people are thrilled or excited about Thursday Night Football these days. A lot of low-scoring games, a lot of unders, not a lot of excitement. I'm not going to say this is going to be any different than that. Difference for me is that I'm a Titans fan, and I grew up a Packers fan. So I'm interested in both teams. There was some rumors about Aaron Rodgers being a little banged up, maybe hurt, might or might not play. I don't see that being the case here. I don't know for sure what the official word is, but I can tell you that the Titans money line went up in value from plus 105 to plus 147 currently at BetRivers, and that would not have happened if Aaron Rodgers wasn't going to play. I know Ryan Tannehill will play. I expect a bigger performance out of Derrick Henry this week than we had from him last weekend. The Packers winning against the Cowboys didn't make a lot of sense to me. Obviously, I had the Cowboys -5. Look, maybe the Packers are back. Maybe they've hit their stride. Maybe they're going to, I don't know. Titans do have a ton of injuries. A lot of players are out. Amani Hooker among them. That's the name that stands out to me. Harold Landry III is out for the season. You know, Taylor Lewan is out with a knee. Not sure how long. Deshaun Hand is out with a quad. You know, they've got some banged up scenarios here for a lot of important. So Hooker's not out. He's questionable with a shoulder. On the Packers side, you know, Rashawn Gary, Randall Cobb, Romeo Doubs. I'm not seeing anything currently on Rodgers here. Let me take a look. Let me just go a little deeper here, right? Green Bay. What have you done this? How have you? This doesn't make sense, but okay, whatever. No, I don't see Rodgers on the injury list or report at all. So looks like Rodgers is going to play. Tannehill's going to play. Henry's, in my opinion, Derrick Henry is going to do more than he's done in half the games this season. This will be one of his better games. This is a primetime game. He will run the offense like only he knows how. Ryan Tannehill, whatever. I was hoping for more from Malik Willis, and so far I just haven't seen it. I don't know if he doesn't have it, or if he needs more time, or if they played too much with him with kid gloves when he was in there. Big Titans fan. I think they can win this game outright. Obviously, I wouldn't have laid 6 units, or even 3 on it for that matter, if I didn't think they could. I'm going to go ahead and put 5 more on the spread because it fits the system. My number in this game is Tennessee -2, giving me 3 points with the Titans. I'm going to take it. So I've got 6 units on the money line. It was supposed to be 3. And I've got 5 units on the +3 with the Titans. And I'm all about the Titans. And a majority of my parlays are going to be on the Titans for Thursday night. You know, you can go to FanDuel, DraftKings, Gun Lake, and Sports Illustrated. All 4 will give you risk-free $10 +300, 3+ leg, same game parlays for Thursday Night Football. FanDuel's the exception. They're a +400, the only difference. Most of them are going to have Titans in it. Most of them are going to have Henry, at least 1, sometimes maybe 2 touchdowns, depending on how I want to work that. You know, Westbrook-Akina is a really good receiver for the Titans. I think that if you want to be on that side of things and you want to go with a receiver, he's probably the guy. I'll probably have a stopper. The stopper is probably going to include the Packers money line. But I don't think they're going to win, contrary to popular belief. So Titans are a field play on the money line. Titans are a system play on the spread +3. And we move on from Thursday Night Football to Sunday, 1 o'clock slate. Philly, Indy. My number is Philly -5. Book number Philly -6.5. No play there. Next game, Rams, Saints. My number is Saints -2. Book number Saints -4. No play there. Moving on. Bears, Falcons. My number is a pick'em. Chicago's laying 3. I'm sorry, Atlanta's laying 3. Chicago's getting 3. This is a watch technically. If Chicago gets to +4, I take the Bears. I don't think it's going to happen. The Bears are getting too much of the money. What I'm going to go with in this game, because they said it during the broadcast last week, even during Red Zone it came up, that Justin Fields in the past straight 4 or 6 games, I can't remember the exact number, a lot of games in a row, he's had a passing touchdown and a rushing touchdown. So I'm going to take the Bears. I'm going to probably tease it up to 9 or 10 points in my parlay. I'm going to do Justin Fields anytime touchdown and Justin Fields 1+ passing touchdown. I know a lot of books, if the number's 1.5, won't let you move it, but DraftKings will. You can take 1+, maybe heavily juiced, but as long as the entire parlay, gets to where you want it to be, it's not a problem. And it's not a primetime game, so it's not a risk-free parlay anyway. It's just a stepped-up same game parlay at DraftKings. Sunday afternoon. Otherwise, I'm not doing anything with this game straight. I kind of lean Bears here. All right. The Commies and the Texans, in my opinion, 2 of the worst teams in the league. Probably definitely my least favorite teams in the league. I have overruled the Texans 3 out of 4 weeks with full system. And they were picks. There were supposed to be 6 system plays because they fit the. I'm not taking the Texans. My money doesn't go on Houston unless it's a $2 free bet on Sunday afternoon at PointsBet for a +400 money line or something like that. Just because. Anyhow, we'll talk about the game. Okay, my number is Washington -1. Book says Washington -3. You couldn't get me to put money on either one of these teams, probably, at all. And there's no play because it doesn't fit the system or the scheme. Moving on. The Commies beat the Eagles. I know. No. Makes no fucking sense, but neither does the rest of the NFL. I'm trying to make sense of it, and I hope that we can capitalize on that this weekend. Let's move on. Jets, Patriots. Here's the other one I like. Already laid 6 units on the Jets. Money line, going to lay 5 more on the spread, +3.5, but it's got to be 3.5. I need the hook. Yes, I think they're going to win outright. Obviously, I put money on the money line. But if I'm taking a spread for them, give me the hook, give me the 3.5. And many books will give you 3. Many books will give you 3.5 right now. Currently, FanDuel, FoxBet, and DraftKings are giving you 3.5 +3.5 with the New York Jets against the New England Patriots in Foxborough on Sunday at 1 o'clock. Book it. System play number 2, Jets +3.5. Okay. We've got a few games here that don't fit, so let's just go through them quickly. Lions and Giants. My number is Giants -3. Book number is the exact same. Mirror image, no play. However, I do have the Giants laying the points and covering the number. I think it's at 4.5 because it was such an early line in a parlay. Just to let you know. And I parlayed that with the Broncos Raiders under. And now that I say that to you, I have to go back and look and see what that number was, because that was, like I said, at the time, New York was 4.5, not 3. And probably the 13th. Sorry, I'm looking for it. I'm looking. I want to let you know where that total is moved. I like the Broncos unders, so we can go back far enough. Just got a couple of screenshots in here for bets, guys. Nothing major. There it is. Giants -4 is what it was at -110. And then under 43.5, Raiders, Broncos at -110. So now I want to see what the under-over is right now for that game. I know that we aren't really quite there, but we're going to skip to it now. This actually came down to 41.5. So everybody's betting the under. I don't know if I love it at that number, but I still like it. I like the under in a Broncos game down to 39. Just saying. Anyway, New York -3, not official. I did throw in a parlay at -4, by the way. I think that the Giants will beat up the Lions. I think that the Lions had no business beating the Packers. And probably, it's the Bears. I don't know what to say. Cleveland and Buffalo, when we were on, that's okay. We'll come back to the Raiders and Broncos, guys. I like the under. I like the under down to 39. Okay. Browns, Bills. Buffalo -8 is my number. Here's the deal. Buffalo has the biggest margin of victory in the league. They definitely are a top 3 defense. I think Dallas has moved into number 1, or is it Denver? 2, where is Dallas? I'm sorry. I think Denver now is the number 1 defense in the league. And Buffalo's got like the second highest ranked offense under Kansas City. So this team is very good. Yes, they've been losing close games. They love losing in overtime. And boy, I love losing Super Bowls. But the Browns shouldn't be a problem for them. Thing is, book number's -8, my number's -8, no play. Okay, the next system play, number 3 of 5, you got the Carolina Panthers and the Baltimore Ravens. Ravens coming off of a bye. Yes, they've got a great high-powered offense, but they also give up points on the defensive side of the ball. I know it's probably P.J. Walker again. I think. I don't know. They've got guys inactive, and they might activate one of them. I know it's early in the week. It doesn't make too much difference to me. I actually don't mind what I've seen lately out of P.J. Walker. Carolina just went to 4 with Atlanta on Thursday. They got a long layover. Baltimore's got a bye. Both teams are going to be pretty well rested here. You're giving me 12 points with the Panthers, and my number here is Baltimore -4. It's not a 4-point swing. It's an 8-point swing. I don't like putting money on the Panthers, but I got to take them here. Carolina +12. Number 3 of 5 on the system plays. Moving on, we talked about the Raiders and the Broncos. I love the under in this game, under 39 or higher. It's 41.5 currently, and I grabbed it at 43.5. As far as the side, I got to pick them. That's my number. Denver -2.5. Vegas +2.5. It's no play for me either way. All right, play number 4 of 5 in the system plays is the Bengals and the Steelers. My number here is Cincinnati -9. They're showing Cincinnati -4.5. It's a 4.5-point swing. Give me the Bengals and lay the points. I know the Steelers are gritty and they're good on defense. Najee Harris is the whole effing show. Cincinnati's coming off of a bye. Cincinnati's got a high-powered offense. Cincinnati had a rough start to the season, but they're not losing this game. And I think they can cover the 5 points as well. Cincinnati -4.5, system play number 4 of 5. And we will finish this thing out with a few more to talk about. Cowboys, Vikings. You got a pretty damn good offense against a pretty goddamn good defense. My number in this game is Dallas -1. Same as the book, no play. Moving on. Sunday Night Football, Kansas City, Los Angeles Chargers. My number is the Chiefs -4. Book says Chiefs -6.5. I got no play in this game, guys, but I will tell you, because we went from Thursday, I told you the places where you can get the same game risk-free parlays. Oh, by the way, Thursday and Monday, you get first touchdown insurance and MGM up to $25. I like taking and putting it somewhere else with a free bet if possible on the same guy to score the last touchdown of the game. Double your chances, double your opportunity, double your pleasure, double your fun. Sunday, you can do insured first touchdown scorer. So if you take a guy and he scores a touchdown later in the game, you get your stake back. He's got to score one later in the game. It's not risk-free. It's insured, okay? Also, Sunday night, over at SI, you lay a $15 plus 300 3+ leg. Same game parlay, Sunday Night Football, you get $10 back if it doesn't hit. Parks or Play Gun Lake is the same thing as Thursday, $10 risk-free, 100%. back if you don't hit plus 300 plus 3 or more legs. Sunday night, my parlays are going to involve the Chiefs winning the game. All right. I might lay a field goal. I might lay 2.5, 3 with them. I might adjust the number. I might move the things around. But yeah, all my parlays on Sunday night are going to involve the Chiefs getting the job done. The Chargers are banged up pretty bad. I had higher hopes for them before the season started. Don't see it anymore. I really just don't. It's the Chiefs' yard. And quite frankly, I wouldn't be surprised to see the Chiefs beat the Bills again in the playoffs in overtime. I mean, yeah, the Bills probably won't make the Super Bowl if you ask me. How far do the Eagles fall from grace after one loss? I think they get even better. I think it's going to be a Bills. No. A Chiefs-Eagles Super Bowl. We'll see. Anything can happen between now and then. I'd love to see the Titans there, but unfortunately, I just don't think they're ready. I don't know when they will be. I think you've wasted Derrick Henry's best years at this point. But hey, I think they beat the Packers on Thursday Night Football. That's good for something, right? All right, Monday Night Football is the final official system play. 5 out of 5. 49ers, Cardinals. My number is Niners -2. They're laying 7.5 or 8 points at some books. Okay, Cardinals +8 is what I'm taking here. It's a system play. Most books are showing 8. Shop around. Do what you got to do. Use your tracker. Arizona +8. Monday Night Football against the Niners in Phoenix. Okay, guys, let's do a recap of everything. Get the banner out of here, huh? Like, comment, share, subscribe. Check me out on TikTok, Facebook, and also on BP311's Hockey Picks here on YouTube. Appreciate you taking the time, taking a little bit of your time here and checking me out, giving me an opportunity to help try and make you some money. Try to keep me relevant on the platforms. Anyhow, let's do the recap. We're going to do it quickly. Blues puck line Wednesday -1.5 +160 at DraftKings at the Blackhawks 7:30 TNT. We got NBA Thunder +175 at Caesars or DraftKings at the Wizards. NBC Sports DC 10 o'clock game. We've got NCAA basketball, Michigan -9.5 at Pittsburgh, 6:30 p.m. Wednesday, ESPNU. Gonzaga moneyline +105 DraftKings or PointsBet at Texas, 9:30 p.m. ESPN2, not you, the Deuce. Saturday, TCU -2.5 at Baylor, Fox Noon Saturday. I'm going too far ahead of myself. Thursday Night Football, Titans +3 against the Packers. I've also liked the Titans money line. I took it to +105, now up to +175. Prime Video 820. Now Sunday, Jets money line +175 against the Patriots, 1 p.m. CBS. System plays now. Titans +3 at the Packers Thursday Night Football. Jets +3.5 at the Patriots on Sunday. And those are my two favorite plays of the week, guys. And if you want to take the money line, if you want to take the spread, if you want to take them both like I did, it's entirely up to you. The system picks are highly regarded. The field plays are kind of so-so. So if you want to play it safe, take the points, all right? Panthers +12 at the Ravens Sunday, 1 o'clock Fox. Now, here's a weird one. I know we talked about it, we went over it. But how many times have you seen me take a favorite and lay points as a system play? Because I believe it's the first time it's happened. Bengals -4.5 at the Steelers, 4:25 p.m. CBS Sunday, finally Monday Night Football, the Arizona Cardinals +8 at home against the San Francisco 49ers, 8:15 p.m. on ESPN. Cheers to you. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Let's make some money. Keep it profitable. We'll see you next week. Hey, but you can check out BP311's Hockey Picks, and then I'll see you next week. win the fucking